It's December the 23rd, and we all know what that means. It's time for Festivus!
Automotive Festivus!
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances.
The airing of grievances!
We've got a lot of problems with this industry.
Now,
You're gonna hear about it.
I'm disappointed in you, Cadillac. You keep pushing sedans when the Escalade is your cash cow. It sells for $33,000 more than any other Cadillac. It's your youngest buyer. Why don't you make an Escalade in every size, like GMC does with the Denali? Stop being so obsessed with the Germans. Those flagships you want the CT6 to compete against, they sell in fractions of the volume of the Escalade. Be yourself. That means big, flashy, kick-ass SUVs. American luxury is your heritage. Are you ashamed of who you are?
The most important surfaces in a car should be the ones the driver actually touches. I'm sick of getting flimsy-feeling door handles and shift knobs for the sake of some unnecessary soft-touch crap on the lower dash. A steering wheel shouldn't be slipperier than a Teflon-coated eel.
I want to air a grievance about key fobs. It's something that people handle. It's your first touch point. What does it say about your brand when it's just a hunk of hard plastic? We laugh at Aston Martin's emotional control unit, which is absurd sounding and pretentious, but that weighty hunk of crystal looks like something premium and special. Meanwhile, your Maybach shares a key fob with bargain basement CLAs. What gives?
the sport button. I don't want a sport button. A family sedan doesn't need one because it's not going to be sporty. And a sports car doesn't need one because, you know, it should always be sporty. A stiff suspension setting doesn't make a car sporty. Just give us a good suspension. And I don't want to adjust the steering, the suspension, the throttle, the engine sound, the lighting, whatever it is. I just want them to come set right from the factory. Is that too much to ask?
So here's my beef. When auto journalists rag on the Detroit Auto Show, this is an outdated notion. Como Center, it's about as nice as any conference center in the world. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm from Detroit. I've been to all the big shows all around the world. Paris, it's not great. People like it because it's Paris in the fall. Open your eyes when you're here in the Motor City. There's a new glass atrium that overlooks an international river next to the press room. Last year, they served hot hors d'oeuvres at the end of the day. Secondly, this is the most important show in North America. It's among the top 3 in the world. This is where most companies show most of their important cars for the year. Plus, the CEOs do it. These are the big guys, the big chiefs. The other US shows, they get the B team. So you don't like the weather. Okay, the Super Bowl was outdoors in New Jersey a few years ago. Chicago in February? That's wetter and colder than Detroit in January. At least the Christmas lights are still up. By the way, you're indoors most of the time. This time, buy a coat and do your job.
All right, Greg. Until you pin me, Festivus isn't over.
Feats of strength.
This holiday's a little out there.